Hi, thanks for watching the deep dive for November 2020. Well, today we're going to talk about three things. Number one, inventory or the lack thereof. Number two, values. And number three, the likelihood of another foreclosure crisis. Well, if you take a look at this report here, Zillow conducted a survey, said the top three reasons homeowners are not putting their house on the market. 34% said life is too uncertain right now, and we get that. Obviously makes a lot of sense with everything going on. Number two, 31% said financial uncertainty. Obviously makes a lot of sense. We're getting a lot of calls right now from homeowners who are looking to time the market. They are house rich right now, and they're in an industry that is not doing well due to COVID. Not their own fault, it's just they're in service, they're in travel, they're in hospitality, and they're taking a look at like, wow, we've got a lot of equity in our house here. Why not time the market, sell when the market is scorching hot, take advantage of some lower rents now, especially in the city, and then come back in the market after it slows down. We'll see. If you have any questions or would like to explore those options, please feel free to reach out to us. And number 25% said COVID-19 health concerns. A lot of homeowners aren't aware of the new protocols that realtors are, I should say most realtors are taking place right now when they are selling a home and putting it on the market. We are limiting access during open houses. Everyone is wearing a mask. And when we hold our open houses, everyone either has to be wearing gloves or we distribute hand sanitizer. We open up relevant doors, closet doors, things like that. So minimal contact is made to doorknobs and surfaces in the area. And then we go ahead and we have the property cleaned after the weekend of showings. If the home's priced right and you have the right marketing strategies in place, you're going to sell it on a weekend with multiple offers and get your dream offer. So some interesting feedback there from Zillow. Now let's take a look at what's going on. So what's feeding, what are the result of these people with life being uncertain, financial uncertainty, COVID concerns? How is that affecting months of inventory? Well, it's at an all-time low. Months of inventory, again, is the amount of time it would take to sell off all the homes considering none others came on the market. So this is a national figure here. In September, there's only 2.7 months worth of inventory for the whole country. If you take a look at Malden, Melrose area, Wakefield, all these numbers are at a month or less. For the country, you're looking at just a little bit less than 3 months worth of inventory. Obviously, if you take a look at this graph, we haven't seen anything like that for a very long time. That's, along with the Fed rates, that's what's driving values right now. So if we take a look at projections on home price appreciation across the board, Zillow, Zelman, Freddie Mac, NAR, National Association of Realtors, everyone is projecting increases in home prices over the next year from 7 down to just a little bit over 2. CoreLogic, actually, if you looked at CoreLogic's projection 4 months ago, they were projecting a 6% decrease. Now that is raised up to just 0.2% of an increase. So because we've got kind of the perfect storm, high demand from buyers, a motivation unlike I've seen anywhere at any other time, paired with record low interest rates and very little inventory, you're looking at appreciation here in the next year. Why is this happening? Like, what's enabling this? Well, if we take a look at this, what we said back in April, what was going to happen to the GDP? We were looking at a rapid, V type of recovery. If you take a look at what Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, they were all predicting somewhat of a variation of a V type recovery. What actually happened? as we look at the Q3 numbers here, it's exactly what's happened. Kind of an interesting graphic I wanted to share with you here is how Massachusetts stacked up versus the country. This is a change in consumer spending since January 1st, 2020. If you take a look at Massachusetts, we're actually up almost 2%. Up almost 2% in consumer spending since January 1st of this year. Most of the country is down, but under 10% in spending. So some encouraging signs there, especially here in the Commonwealth. And Ivy Zellman, I have been getting a lot of questions about people asking, well, we've got a lot of people in forbearance, and are we going to have another foreclosure crisis? The answer is no. We are not going to have another foreclosure crisis like we had 10 or so years ago. As Ivy Zellman put it, the chance of a foreclosure crisis again is about 0%. People just have way too much equity in their homes to be selling it at a loss right now. It's been too long. Even if you've only held on to your home for a year, if you're in the Melrose area, it's gone up between 5 and 10%. We've just seen that type of growth. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to us. Even though the inventory is challenging, we are still having a lot of success with buyers being able to sell their home and find their next one without having to move twice. And that's the key. If you'd like to learn more about our strategy for that, please feel free to reach out to me. We'd be happy to share with you. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again in December. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.